Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Pyke and we're going to be trying the Elder Dragon adventure yet again. Last time we learned a very important lesson, which was regarding the petty officer. He's actually a dead draw in this deck because he doesn't benefit from the lion weight and he doesn't get the extra item that gives higher cost cards or higher cost units the lurker keyword, so he is just a dead draw, unfortunately. Stabilize, but we'll work around it if we actually get a decent power here. I suppose Challenger is decent. It's better than the other options at least. This way I can actually choose what I pull with the little what's it called? Come on, just summon it so I can remember the name. Sharkling, yeah, that's it. We can pull stuff with the little Sharkling we get. Do I want to wait for the opponent to play something? I'll attack first, right away. Ooh, we get a second Sharkling. Neat. Let's remove that right away. We don't need to leave it around. And I suppose I'll just wait for the next turn. We burned 2 mana, but it's fine. We have a lot of options. We can go for the Death from Below. I can go for a Zerzareth if necessary. I'll actually go Zerzareth. Ooh, we're hitting Lurk quite consistently. Let's just play the Pyke. Maybe we can set up a kill for the next turn. With Pyke leveled up, we can, at the very least, clear most of the opponent's units quite easily. Not a bad first game. I'm actually quite looking forward to getting the support champion because I went ahead and spent some gemstones just so I could get extra items on my support cards. When you pick a spell in the top 5 cards of your deck and put an exactly copy in hand and place those top 5 cards into your deck. No. And it doesn't really look that good. I suppose we'll take the Zerzai color just because it's a lurker and it starts in my opening hand. Is the Shyvana bucket any decent? Is the Elise bucket better though? It doesn't give me units, which is what I want. Shyvana might be good enough. It's 3 units that I'll benefit from the Lurk effect. And I suppose we don't need to proc the Plunder effect from the Wolf Rider. We can just use them as decently statted units. Yeah, that seems fine. Let's just move along then. If necessary, the... what's it called? Let's keep the petty officer in hand. We need to, otherwise it's just going to mess with our draws. Wait a minute. Did I mess up by picking the the Raider, the 2-mana one. Hopefully not. Ruthless Raider, no, it's 3, right? The breakpoint is 3. 3 or less, yep. Okay, so we're fine. So if I do this, I can just summon a Ruthless Raider. Like so. And the Ruthless Raider gets the benefits from Lurk. Good. This thing is immune to immune to damage from spells and skills. In that case, I'm just going to save up my spell mana and maybe try to get rid of it with a Pyke. Or I can use Shyvana to stall it out for a turn. That seems fine. Unfortunately, the Snapshot Swarm is 3 mana. It would be nice if I could play it here. Lurk. I can do this to ensure that the opponent doesn't get 2 procs off of the Balin. That seems fine. Let's also mitigate the amount of damage taken. And we wait. Do I want to go for the Pyke? It doesn't level up. I need to attack once in order for Pyke to level up. Also, I need to make sure that the opponent or the... I do hit Lurk in order to level up Pyke. Okay, we hit Lurk. We got the death from below. Sure. That's just what I needed. This makes it so I can even rely on a strike from the Pyke from the death from below in order to further clear the opponent's sword. But I don't think it's going to be necessary. I can just drop down this Pyke and clear everything. Actually no, that towering one, that towering Stonehorn actually lives. Maybe I should just play the death from below. Yeah, will clear both the opponent's units. And now Pyke can share its keywords with my other units. But I don't think it's going to be necessary. The opponent's basically dead on... Actually, he's not basically dead on board. So... let's hope I get lucky then. Ooh. We don't kill him, but we get very close. We could actually maybe kill him with the Snapjaw Swarms. You need to block yet again, otherwise you die. Yeah, of course he does block. Why wouldn't he, really? Well, let's hope I get something that starts a free attack. Just like that. How convenient. Well, the opponent's dead. And we even leveled up Shyvana. Not that it matters, but I can at least say I did it once this run. Ember Maiden, Marai, Warden. I don't actually want to pick cards that cost 3. Crystal Interrupter is too slow. Suppose the Marai Warden is board presence, so I'll begrudgingly take it. Amtusk Shaman is interesting. Push them down. Okay, I won't spend a reroll there. Is there any point in buying the Ramtusk Shaman? Any point at all? It starts off as a 6, 7. Is that good enough? It stalls out the opponent's units, but it can. I'm going to buy 2 copies. I don't know, I'm feeling good about picking it up. Let's hope I'm not making a mistake. But to be fair, the density of units in our deck is alright, because at the very least we summon one every other turn because of our 6-star power. Snapdos Farm and Lazaret for the defensive turns. Okay, that's nice. I'm in fact going to attack like so, proc the Lurk right away, and hopefully also proc the Plunder effect from the Wolf Rider in order to ramp myself up a little bit. Yeah, I think ramping myself up is a necessity, because I need to level up Pyke. Okay, clearing that is fine. I can actually do this in order to kill that thing. Set it up so that I can go ahead and proc Lurk guaranteed, and hopefully the opponent summons something else here in order for me to play the Pyke and hopefully clear the opponent's board. Just like that. Level up Pyke. The opponent has no board. And we win here, right? We do. Nice. We got lucky and hit Lurk. On a unit, I mean. We could have hit Lurk on a spell. After all our spells are Lurk as well. But we just draw them when we hit them. Devourer of the Depths. Marai Songstress. I'm going to reroll. I really want some better units. The Golden Sister. The Golden Sister doesn't summon a Silver Sister with Lurk, but by itself it's decent because it generates 2 units, or generates 2 units on board. Wounded Prey, I suppose. And I suppose I'll move along because none of these other cards are that appealing. Let's immediately cut the officer, and now we don't run the risk of ever hitting a non-Lurk card. Just like we did in our last attempt with Pyke, which did cost us at least 1 run. I'm just going to keep the Ramtusk Shaman. It's going to be useful against this specific enemy. Let's do this just to deny the Dragon Show. Ooh, Bone Skewer. We don't actually hit the Lurk on the unit. Well, in that case, let's set up the Time Tusk Shaman. This way that thing becomes useless. I can drop down Zerzareth for the attack effect. Yeah, I'll do it. We hit Lurk yet again, nice. I don't know why I'm concerned. I'm basically guaranteed to hit Lurk. Am I not? I think so. Let's just deny that spellcast, shall we? Just like that. And I will use the last of my mana to summon a unit. Now Pyke levels up when I summon it. I don't think I need to summon it. But do I? No, not really. I can just do this, get the massive Shyvana, the opponent rallies, but that's completely irrelevant because he's still in a position where he's just going to die or take a lot of damage at least. I see. Well, what if I just killed your unit? What about it, opponent? You kill one of mine, but it's not like it was a crucial part of my game plan or anything.
The dragon's rage roars to get out.
I'm just going to let you do your thing, opponent. I want you to summon as many units as possible just so I can do this and clear everything. I'm gonna get the most value out of my spell. Ooh,
We have something the boys
a Kaisa.
understand.
Neat.
Me.
Sure, I'll play the Marai song, Marai Warden just to develop. I board, and now the opponent dies. Not really that much of a challenge compared to last time. But this time I'm actually playing to the deck's strength, and I didn't make the mistake of going ahead and picking up bad cards that would end up causing us to not develop our lurk effects. Memory game, I suppose, is infinite value. I don't want to deal with the Ocean Drake. Is there even a single time I've chosen to go for the Ocean Drake encounter here in this run? I don't think so. I am too traumatized by what the Ocean Drake can do. It's just not fun to be killed by burn from the opponent and elusives. What do I play first here? I can Zerzaret to fish for something in specific. Rai Warden could be nice. Pyke could be nice as well. If the opponent summons something that is. That's something. And I even get to refresh my predict effect. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure my Pyke is just not going to be able to kill anything. Oh right, I forgot. Pyke turns into death from below. Well, in that case, I think I can clear the opponent's board next turn with death from below alone. Do this. Yep, everything dies. If you want to clear or bounce my Pyke, then go right ahead, opponent. That actually is better for me. And we summon the Sharkling just so I have a unit on board. Damn, 16 damage. Isn't that a bit overkill, opponent? Not sure I should complain though. I can't kill him here. I was considering using the blood bait, but since using the blood bait doesn't kill, I won't. I'll save it up for a later turn. In fact, I'll save it up to play it right here after the lurk effect, so I can go ahead and proc lurk at the next turn with the unit from the blood bait. Can you stop playing units? I'll save this Monster Harpoon for something else. I feel like it's overkill to use it on a 5 health unit. I can bloodbait for a second snapshot swarm. Honestly, I'll do that. Ooh. 2 Buhuru cultists.
Rethink your choices.
The opponent has no way to win. He's on the back foot even though he has more card advantage. Yeah, no way I'm letting that slide. Over. Oh, crap. Pyke had 1 attack missing. My bad. Well, at the very least that still works as a deterrent from attacking, because then he risks losing his unit to my units. I'll summon the Ruthless Raider just so I have something else to block with. It doesn't do anything. Interesting decision. Let's see if it pays off. Let's just kill everything. Ooh, we got the death from below. Or another one, I mean. Let's clear the opponent's entire board. It would be nice if all of my units had overwhelm. Just so I could go ahead and deal damage through the opponent's phantom blocking. It's unfortunate, but I suppose I'll deal with it. I'll kill that thing. I have a Pyke in hand anyway. And on the way out I even deal damage to the Yone to set up a kill with that. The Monster Harpoon. I'll go ahead and do this. To get Overwhelmers, I'll set up a Blood Bait so I can attack next turn.
Fight or die.
And in theory, I have set up lethal either this turn or the next turn. No, the next turn definitely. Block, I dare you. Of course he does. Party pooper. Can you stop dealing damage to my Nexus? It's getting annoying by this point. Also, I'm playing that Snapshot Swarm anyway, even though I've already used up Lurk. I still think it's fine. He's going to attack with the Elusive and I'm going to be upset because he's just dealing a lot of damage through either burn or through other means, and that gets annoying very quickly. There we go, finally. That took a lot longer than it should have. The opponent was on the back foot for a while there, yet he still struggled a whole lot. It's unsightly, really. Let's get more pikes. Play summon an ephemeral copy, exact ephemeral copy of me, or free attack, or 3+3 but cost 1 more. Honestly, the 3+3 might be good enough because that way we can kill the or level up Pyke off of a single lurk proc. Yellfish, yeah, Yellfish, just for fun. And I am not going to attempt against the Peculiar Dragon. It's not worth it. We're too low on HP to play around. Let's just go for the Black and Dice Dragon and be done with it. I didn't even bother re-rolling the little, what's it called? The power that gives our Nexus stuff. I figured it would help with our longevity. Let's see what's on the top of my deck. Naprio Swarm. Honestly, none of these are that appealing. Let's skip. Let's gamble on what's on top of my deck. That's scary. Well then, let's go ahead and try to mitigate the amount of damage that deals. Let's hope. Okay, Unscure is an interesting pickup. I think Pyke can clear most of the opponent's board. Not really now though. Maybe I should just do it anyway. It clears 2 units at least. The main problem is those annoying overwhelmers. I can at least do this, mitigate the damage to 23. It still hurts though. I'm hanging on by a thread. I'll be able to sort of make it back with the Golden Sister. Maybe I should play towards that. Oh no. He kidnapped my Golden Sister. And it even has barriers, so I can't properly kill it with the bone skewer. Honestly, I'll use a bone skewer just to kill the overwhelm unit. Gladly. Okay. I can deal with that with the golden harpoon or monster harpoon quite nicely. And next turn I suppose I'll jump block with the silver sister. Or I won't, I'll just end up with body of the blackened ice being a nuisance. How do I even deal with this board? Shyvana one, jump block the other. That seems like a plan. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I might be unable to kill it, but at the very least, Shyvana can jump block it. Sure, kill my unit. I'll gladly trade in the Shyvana into the Bodir if it means leaving for another turn. Oh, this is a struggle, but as long as I can release the Golden Sister, maybe things will turn out fine. Pyke is almost at the point where I can safely clear the opponent's entire board. I'll attack like so, not overcommit anything. Blood bait as well, that's also non-committal. Okay, perfect time to drop down Pyke because the opponent just played a thing that would give the opponent's unit regeneration. I need to clear the opponent's entire board here. I'll save up because next turn we'll get a Pyke. Pyke transforms into a bone skewer. And with that bone skewer, I'll go ahead and heal myself using the Golden Sister. And from there, I can go for the Zerzaret, which will in turn summon an additional Golden Sister. Thank you for your service, Shyvana, but you've done your job. And now with that Golden Sister, I go back up to full. Oh, that's great. I've managed to stabilize, I've managed to heal myself back up to a point I was at, or to an even higher point than I was at the start of the game. And now I'm pretty sure I just win by doing this. Ooh, or not. We hit the blood bait instead of a unit. Well, I suppose I can blood bait to draw into a Snapjaw Swarm and maybe kill the opponent next turn. Can you stop, opponent? That's enough. Quit struggling, I'm already at the point where my units are so large you can't possibly win. Never mind, the opponent chooses to keep on struggling, no matter how hard it may be. Sure, I'll say accept your pass. This is a way to clear the board. Can I make the opponent overcommit though? Not really. This is better than nothing. Now the opponent summons a unit. Or not. Interesting decision by the opponent. Can he survive here? Nope. That single frostbite effect isn't enough. Ooh, I'm glad. For a second there I was really worried about whether or not I would be able to make it through. It was rough, but we did it. Immortal on the Zerzareth, definitely. More Zerzareths the better. We need to attack on the opponent's offensive turns as well. And Warding Charm on the Pyke, sure. But then again, Shadow Totem guarantees that I can level him up raw, just on the first turn, or without even proccing Lurk, I mean. That seems fine. And for a card cut, what would I cut? Maybe the Wolf Rider. No, the Wolf Rider is decent. Maybe the Ruthless Raider. Maybe the Monster Harpoon. Honestly, the Ruthless Raider might be it. We're not really, even though it's decent with the Overwhelm and all, we're not really getting out of any value out of the add a fleeting copy of it to your hand. Let's keep a Pyke, toss the other two cards. I suppose Bone Skewer might be decent enough. I can summon Pyke raw here and level him up immediately. But I need the opponent to summon an additional unit. That's it. There we go. Summon something else, opponent, I dare you. Dragon Illusion, okay. It took my dare. Interesting decision, because I doubt it was actually useful for him. Then again, he did draw something, so perhaps it was. Well, let's Bone Skewer there, because I am going to summon the Snapjaw Swarm, and by doing this, ensure that I get Pyke's spell, the Death from Below. Ooh, and Death from Below with Rallying Standard is a big plus. Really? You're not going to attack with that? Well then, I just guarantee that you don't get to benefit from all of those keywords. Let's just attack raw. Save the Monster Harpoons for something the opponent might summon. Or Death from Below. Death from Below is nice as well. At the very least, lets us rally. And we do need to rally because the opponent is summoning Elder Dragons now. And I'm pretty sure he has a second one in hand. How close is it to leveling up Elder Dragon? Not close at all. Lucky me. Ooh! Right, the memory game. We get multiple deaths from below. Well, that's massive, because we get more Pykes and we get to rally off of our spellcast. Which means the opponent's just dead here. And it was that easy. Why couldn't it have gone this way on our first attempt? Not sure. but I'm glad I was able to do it this time at least. But yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.